In this video, I'm going to talk to you about this trap spec with the Berserker. It's a pretty interesting spec. Now with the Berserker, you get a lot of these feats in Dominion or in Elimination and so forth in the 4v4s by killing other players. So unlike the Warlord where I'm sitting on like a node or something, you actually have to go out and like actively kill somebody to really start to compound your feats, and you get a ton of renown for killing people as an assassin. So you really have to be adaptable. But this trap spec allows you to also defend nodes in some ways and also attack other players that are maybe higher level than you, and also in the 1v2s where a lot of players are going into like a revenge build. The first one I get is a stun trap. This is really powerful. The other ones are bounty hunter, which is pretty good if you can kill other players. I'm not a big fan of rush. I just probably don't think it's that great unless you're really trying to pursue maybe an elimination where someone's trying to run away from you, but most of that time, you know, you're going to run away and just get another buff yourself. But the stun trap is really powerful. It's on an extremely short cooldown, and one thing you should think about going along with this spec is the feat cooldown reduction gear. Here's some of my gear with the Berserker. Don't laugh, I know I'm very noob with her, but I just maxed out this gear, and this is what I'm talking about with the weapon slot 1. You get the feat cooldown reductions. They're two little, you know, axe poles. Eventually, when you get to like Prestige 4, if you wanted to, one thing I want to try out with her is maxing this out and then just seeing how awesome. I bet this trap effect is going to be even better. This stun trap, what it does is an enemy goes on top of you, and I think they just lose all their stamina because they like, if they swing at you at all, they're completely exhausted. So it allows you to be completely offensive and allows you just to go ham on someone without them really being able to retaliate. And as a Berserker, you can be super aggressive, and since they're going to be in a state of exhaustion, and most of the time I think they even enter a daze effect where their whole screen gets grayed out, as you know. This is probably the best first tier feat for her. And one great thing I like to do with her is just run up to other players, drop a trap right at their feet in 2v1s where another guy's fighting him, and it stuns the other player. Since it's on a short cooldown, you can use it all the time. One other really cool thing about the trap spec is there's no limit to the amount of traps that you can place down. So you could place 10 of these traps down if you had, you know, the right type of gear and everything. And again, I haven't gotten to like say Prestige 5 with this person, so I don't know the maximum potential of going this full trap spec with her. One other cool thing about the stun trap, when it actually blows up, it doesn't affect friendlies. It only affects enemy units. So you can actually stand in the trap and fight while someone comes at you. Another really dirty thing about traps is, say if you want to kind of defend more nodes, if someone's not defending the nodes, like in the map where you have the pits, the two pits on the side, you can place these traps right in the stairs, and there's pretty much nothing the enemy can do. They have to walk over these traps to get to you. That's another reason why it's really powerful. The second trap I get is the bear trap. The bear trap is, the Warlord also has the bear trap, certain other classes. I think the Valkyrie has bear trap. Bear trap's really awesome, but Berserker, it's really cool. So first of all, this will affect friendly units, so you have to place it correctly. It has a longer cooldown than the stun trap, but it's just another nasty trap you can put down. Now the thing is once they get snared, you get a free heavy attack on them. If you rush in onto them, I think you can even get a guard break and throw them over the ledge. But a Berserker, you don't have as strong. So what I like to do is just do a lunging double attack and get a free heavy attack on my opponent while they're in the bear trap. But the bear trap works out as a really good combo for certain things like the throwing axe. So they get hit with the bear trap, you do a heavy, and then you can do a throwing axe, or you can just do a throwing axe if you're out of range while they're stuck in your bear trap. Like if you're fighting on the two tout, the one where there's the B's on the lower part, A is on the very high plateau. If you might place that trap, you might be fighting someone, you can hear your trap go off as it catches somebody else and slows their team down. It also does damage too. It doesn't. These traps both do damage to people. Third tier talent is the throwing axe, and I don't know if you get this from killing other opponents, like you'll get another axe, because sometimes you'll have two of them. It's on a super short cooldown, but I think you get it from actually killing other people. And the other alternatives to throwing axe are, you have sharpened blade, which is you have to activate the ability, and I personally don't find it to be that effective because you know, with throwing axe you get instantaneous range damage. And for this, like, since people are turtling or whatever, it's going to be hard for you to inflict this damage, or if you're in a 1v2, it's going to be harder for you to implement this skill. In theory, I don't know. I bet it's pretty good. It's definitely better than sharpened blade, but I'd rather just throw an axe and kill someone personally and just finish them off. I'd rather do quick range instant damage. So this is just it does a lot of damage. It does like 3 bars of HP on somebody. It's great for getting people that are running away from you, people that are stuck in your bear trap, and it's awesome. Now the fire flask is really awesome. So imagine somebody gets hit with your stun trap, but more importantly, they get hit with your bear trap. And what you do is you throw this big fire flask on them. It does a ton of damage, and it does an AoE, so they're stuck in it. And if you're defending nodes, it's just really brutal. This is just an awesome ability if you can get it. If we take a look at the other ones, other talents, we have Berserker, which probably isn't that bad. And then Fear of Self, that's okay. One other thing players probably don't consider when playing a Berserker is you can actually play sort of a vanguard role in this, because they're really good at taking out these minions. All you need to do is do the heavy, light, heavy combo, and you can end up doing just a lot of damage very quickly to these minions, even though they only take 1 hit, but the speed of your attacks are really effective. And here's just some short clips of me doing just that. And this is something that I didn't pick up on. Also, you have this really good zone attack. Remember, you enter an unbreakable stance when you do that attack as well. You can't be interrupted. So that's another good attack in general. Now that attack, when you do it on other players, can be parried. Just an FYI, I think during the 3rd hit. So a lot of, I think, really good duelers, really good players don't use that move a lot. I like to use it, the zone attack, when I'm on a 2v1 though, because it just staggers the opponent quite significantly. I'm going to show you a pretty awesome game of sort of where we see this whole thing come together, where we see all the traps and we're protecting the node and just seeing how it works. You've seen a few of the little highlighted clips here, so you're going to see an edited version of the video here. I hope you enjoy it.